I'm Rebecca.
And I'm Hunter, and this is
the Family Showdown! Hello and greetings and welcome to Shenanigans. We're going to have shenanigans.
We are going to have shenanigans
Lots
tonight.
of shenanigans. Oh my. Lots of... I'm stoked because some of the shenanigans that I'm seeing around me, I have not actually looked at yet, but we're going to look at them all together at the same time.
Yeah, so we didn't play a lot of games the last couple weeks because school started and craziness. And so we got lots of other things going on tonight.
Oh, yes.
Do have a few games to talk about. All right. Shall we get started?
Yes. I'm ready.
Let's jump right in.
Do it.
If I can find the button. All right. What did we play? We didn't play a lot. 3 games.
Really?
3 games. We played 3 games since we last spoke.
Oh, contraire. I have played a game that you have
I wrote it down.
Oh, you did? Okay.
And we have 1 game set up. That's why we got our black surface going on, because we got a game in progress underneath. Empire of the Void 2. We're about halfway done with that game. We had to pause because we went to a show thing last night. So anyway, so let's jump right in. 3 games. Always worst to best. So my number 3.
Worst?
My number 3, Sunset Over Water.
How can you call this worst?
Of the 3.
Okay,
they could be all amazing games.
Because they are. I'm just going to point that out.
So Rebecca in our last top 10 listed among her games she want to play right now was Sunset Over Water. We don't own it, but now we do. Because I secretly snuck off and purchased it when she wasn't looking. And we got it and we played it immediately, and it's alright. It's alright.
Okay.
I give it a 7, and I'm going to let her talk about it because she loves it.
Yes. Okay. First of all, the artwork in this is gorgeous, and you can spend plenty of time just gawking at that. It's got a fun little mechanism in here where first player for each round is determined by what time you want to get up. So it reminds me a little bit of Viticulture, which, as you know, is my favorito game. It is so much fun. And this has that wake up. If you wake up earlier, you get to go first. But the other stuff that's on that card, it might not be as good as something, say, later on in the morning where it lets you make 3 paintings instead of 1, for example, or some things like that, right? And so you've got this, and then you're painting these paintings, and you've got these little bits of what's the word, like you're collecting the commissions, and you fill them out. So you're basically fulfilling orders.
Mm-hmm.
You've got these commissions, and so you're collecting different types, and you're trying to fulfill these orders. But I don't know. I don't feel like this huge sense of urgency when playing it. Now, I've never also played it 4-player. I've only played it max 3-player. It was pretty chill. It still can you can sort of block people off with it, but there's always stuff you can do with things. I don't know. I don't think that is as big of a deal, because usually you can turn around and be like, well, I'm going to start collecting this for next turn then, so I'm now ahead of you for the next turn if you kind of messed up my turn or something. There's a lot of different, things that you can do with these cards. And yes, it is a little card game.
Oh, what have you done? Okay, so let me pause you right now. Tommy made a bingo game based on our channel and stuff we say all the time. So he's going to intentionally ask you questions to get his bingo card filled out.
Where's the band hammer?
So
Kabuki.
Tommy, answer no questions from Tommy.
Oh, okay. We're good. If he asks an actual legitimately good question, someone else should probably post that. Okay. Interesting.
But anyway, it's a good little chill little filler game. Not something that I would...
Oh yeah, this isn't like heavy by any stretch. I mean, it really is just, I like you said, a little filler chill, almost Bob Ross art of chill.
My
Maybe
gut
even more
tells me,
chill
though,
than
at
that.
4 players, this is going to be a lot less chill.
I think it'd be a little more cutthroat.
Because you're going to be blocked a lot.
There'd be some angsty painters in there.
All right, let's move on to another one
That's
that
fun.
Rebecca likes more than I do.
Oh my gosh.
So my number 2, Shakespeare. I give this was a 7. It would probably be a 7.5 if I did halvesies. But I don't do halvesies, so it's a 7. We played this one. This was one of 3 games on our we played in 6 months or it gets called pile. And we played it, so I actually enjoyed it. It's okay.
Yeah, that's right.
It's okay. It's okay. But she likes it more than I do, so she can talk about this one
It's
as well.
fun. This is another one of those where you've got a lot of different things going on. It's worker placement, and you're going in and you're choosing different actors to use in the play. You also have some people working behind the scenes, so you have like seamstresses and I don't remember what they call, and then one of them's the queen that gives you money, but you want to balance how you use them, because if you use them, all but one of them is going to be tired and not help you in the next round. So you have to kind of rotate through and pick and choose carefully what you want to do. Meanwhile, there's 3 main tracks that you want to be at least partially successful on. You don't want to just leave one in the dust, because there's a detriment if you don't get past a certain part on all of these tracks. So you want to get at least be so-so on all of the tracks, and you probably want to excel in at least one so you get some cool benefits at the end of it, which are anywhere from extra money to extra victory points, stuff like that, end game scoring sorts of things. There's also a little set collection, sort of bits for your stage. You have to make them symmetrical, so if you get a blue tile and you put it on the end, you need a blue tile for the other end, so both sides look really nice and neat. But you build those up and you get victory points for doing that too. And they also, when you get them and play them, you get some little benefit based off of what color they are. So it's also kind of got this little baby engine building thing going on where you want to produce enough goods to be able to make all of the stuff and hire people. And at the end, not only is it scored by your victory points, but you also have to be able to pay all of your actors and staff. And if you can't pay them all, then bad things happen. It's kind of fun. I like the balance of it all. Somebody says it's just okay.
It's got some interesting mechanisms. It's got a couple things I like. I like that you each round you're selecting 2 to 5 of your workers to use. You're basically bidding. I'm gonna use 4 workers this round. You secretly bid, and whoever bids the least number of workers goes first. And you basically it's worker placement on your own cards. And then at the end of the round, you have to, all but one of those workers you can't use in the next round. So it's really kind of a balance of who do I use, who do I save, and it's got some interesting choices.
That balance is where that's where it gets you, right?
Yeah.
Because if you don't balance that out right, for example, like use the queen strategically because she'll just flat out give you money. You make money doing other things, but occasionally you might want that extra boost.
All right. Let's move on to my number 1. I give it a 9. I really enjoyed it.
Oh my gosh.
She can pick it up.
I can. I just try not to do it two-handed, and it was a little tougher than I thought.
Rococo. So this is the Eagle Griffin Deluxe version of the game.
As you can tell, it's as tall as we are.
I loved it. The theme, a lot of people say the themes, they didn't like the theme, but
just raise your pinkies and you're good.
It's a heavy Euro game. It's very much a lot of rules, it reminds me a lot of a Lacerda game. I know it's not a Lacerda game,
but it has the box of a Lacerda. It's got kind of like a color scheme similar to Lacerda games. Did our boy do the art for it?
I don't know.
It is. It's Ian O'Toole. No wonder. Anyway, I was like, that's why Ian O'Toole did the art. It's
one of those that it takes just like Lacerda. It takes a lot. It's a lot of rules, a lot of overhead to learn to play the game. But once you get going, it's very simplistic in what you're doing. There's only a handful of different actions you're taking. It's really, it seems like the people that made this, it seems like they modeled it after a Lacerda game, the way it's feels, that you're just playing some cards and taking some actions, and there's all these decisions that are based off those few different actions you can take. It's a really solid one. If you like heavy Euro games, if you like Lacerda games, this might be one to try. It's obviously not a Lacerda. I don't even want to try to say all those names. But
Matthias Kramer.
I give up.
Louis Maltz, Stefan Maltz.
Yeah, so this is just it's a good one. If you're looking for a heavy Euro with a different theme, this is a good one.
So good.
It is good.
And yeah, it's kind of silly because, oh, I must have the proper frock to go watch the fireworks. Okay, whatever. You know what? There's worse themes out there.
It's you're collecting resources, you're filling contracts.
Okay, and the bits for this are ridiculously awesome.
They are. I mean,
okay, you have this little thing of lace so that you can make your frocks properly. I mean, you have a thimble. I don't know. It's ridiculous. It's fun.
Yeah, we did an unboxing, so you've seen some of the bits.
So. Yeah, you got to see the bust, which was actually, oops, one of the queens. You know, some of those hairdos they had, I was like, I thought it was a dude. It was the queen. She has a high forehead.
All right. And then Rebecca played one game with her class, I assume?
Yes. I played it multiple times. I introduced some of my children to Box of Rocks because what's a better icebreaker than fighting a box of rocks together? You know, bring everyone together under a common enemy. And that enemy that day was the Box of Rocks. And most of those kiddos have never had any sort of like board games other than maybe have heard about Monopoly. Some of them hadn't even played that. So this was a blast because they were just like, this is a game. And it's like, oh yeah, here we go.
That's funny.
So I had a scorekeeper keep track on the board. Since obviously the board's usually like one person or two versus the rocks, we kept everybody's individual scores up on the board so that they could battle it out and see not only if they could beat the rocks, but could they beat their classmates. So it was a lot of fun.
That's pretty cool.
It was excellent.
All right.
As always.
That's it for what we played. All right. Let's move on.
Mileage out of that
Let's
game.
move on. Let's move on to the next segment. How about this one?
Okay.
All right, folks. You know how it works. Give us a topic, a top 5 topic. It could be board game related, not board game related. And we'll pick one and we'll do her.
Did you say boring game related or board game?
Board.
I like that.
Board game related or not.
I don't know. That was more fun. So, you know the drill. Pick some reason, something that we need to make a top 5 on the spot for. What would we rank a top 5 of? Ooh, Kubrick movies. I'd have to think about that. It's been for eons.
I couldn't tell you what they were, so I couldn't tell you. I'm not good at who directs.
Top 5 games I secretly love.
I'm not really.
Mine aren't secretive.
I'm not very secretive.
I'm not shy about that. Meh games that would be meh plus a free themed Star Trek.
You just got 2 bingo things by saying that. They're playing you, man. They're playing you for this bingo card. If you guys watching after the fact, they're on our Family Showdown guild over on.
Oh no, I haven't been on there. No.
Tommy, the infamous Tommy printed a bingo card, and they're manipulating us to get the bingo stuff.
Okay, so here's the trick. You have to get Hunter to say it, not me. How now, brown cow? All right.
Top 5 bad games with 1 good rule. That would take a while. We need speedy ones. That's a good one. That's actually a good one.
Bad games with 1 good rule?
Yeah. I don't have a lot of bad games. Top games without dice. That's
Why are you guys
good.
bandwagoning dice? I think you need to wave that hammer again, Kabuki.
Top 5 games named after places.
Ooh.
We'd have to think of it off the top of our head, but you want to do that one?
Yeah, let's do that. That sounds like fun. I like that.
Games.
All right, Hawk Skull.
Named after places. And this is where we stare around at our board.
I know, this is fun.
At our place. All right. I know that. This, you have to do it quickly. You can't just...
I'm doing this.
Of course, I'm not good at this, so...
Can I do a wishful thinking one? No. Can I name a board game that I would like to be called something?
No. I'm just going quickly. I'm looking at my favorites that I know.
I can't think of the name
names.
of that game all of a sudden. I just blanked. That's good. I don't know the place. I'm almost done. I almost got 100.
I got 3.
Is that, oh, that's a building. That's not a place. Oh, there we go. Duh. Okay. I'm good.
Does a nickname for a place count?
Why not?
All right.
Mystic Vale count. It's a place. Sure. I was thinking about putting the Search for Planet X, but then
I kind of cheated on mine, but that's okay. You said that I could do nicknames for
why
places.
not? Why not?
All right. Am I going first? You're going first.
Go for it.
All right.
You always go first. I don't want to throw you off.
My number 5 is Brass Birmingham.
Oh, of course, Birmingham. My number 5 is Bora Bora.
Number 4 is Orleans.
My number 4 is Macau.
My number 3 is Le Havre.
My number 3 is Lisboa.
We're going through these quickly.
I know.
My number 2 is 18 Chesapeake.
Mine is Bruges.
And my number 1, City of the Big Shoulders.
Lame. My number 1 is Jamaica. I find it interesting that we did not overlap a single one.
I figured you'd pick Orleans.
I didn't. I went through and I was like, I'm going to pick ones that I think of right away. And then I peeked to the back and saw Bora Bora. And I was like, boom, done, number 5. Boom.
There you
so
go.
yeah, there's 5. You know what? That's actually getting easier and easier to do, that particular list, now that I think about it, because there's been so many games.
There's tons that I left off.
many
Macau,
games.
Bruges. What else?
Luxor.
Lancashire. Luxor. That doesn't count, does it?
Yes, it does.
Does it?
It's Egyptian.
You're Egyptian.
Possibly.
Istanbul. You forgot Istanbul.
Merchant's Cove.
That's not a real place, I don't think.
I don't know. Everdell? I bet there's an Everdell somewhere. Santorini. Santorini would have been my number 6. Totally.
All right.
Space base.
Let's move on. That was a quick one. We knocked that one out like, woo woo, quick.
Pros.
All right, what's next? I need a button.
Push it. Just push a button.
Where is it? There it is.
Kaweem.
All right. Her.
All right, so
We need another.
in order to do this properly, I need a reason that you guys would rank something. May not necessarily be board games. Why would you rank something? Give me a reason, and then I'm going to hand some random games that I've hidden under a blanket, and I'm going to make him rank them.
What was the last one I did?
I don't even remember. I don't remember what I ate for lunch, if you know what I mean.
What was the last one? I don't remember what the last one was about.
Coraloo, that's so specific.
Was it living in the game? Is that what it was?
Something like that. Playable in space. Rank by smell. One of these days I'm going to do the rank by smell. You guys keep bringing it up and it's fantastic. How pronounceable the name is. Ranked in order of being a nice Christmas gift.
Gift for who?
That's where you have fun with this.
Quality when returned as an 18xx.
Ooh, games you would introduce to citizens 500 years ago if time travel. Oh, Tommy. Rank how colorful.
Do not say what Tommy's
I
is.
know.
That's
I caught on.
words.
I caught on with your little catchphrases. I play enough games with you people. Ease to teach.
You can't really play bingo if you manipulate the bingo answers. It's supposed to be watching and listening and not manipulating what we're saying.
Oh, okay. Coraloo, I think you win today. If these board games were people, who would be the most likely to succeed in Hollywood? That just sounds so random. I love it. Okay,
so basically,
that's the winner today.
Success as a celebrity, is that what it would be?
Yes.
Okay.
As a survival in Hollywood. Okay, so your first game, Dice Forge.
All right, Dice Forge.
I can't wait. This list is so random.
All right, so there's 2 ways to approach this, and I'm going to use both.
What? Cheat.
I'm going to approach it both.
You can, because it's your ranking.
All right, so one, you could think of it as the mechanisms.
Okay.
You also could think of it as the art.
Okay.
I'm going to kind of do a little both.
Okay.
So Dice Forge is a game where you have dice, and you basically are changing the faces of the dice as you go along. So you get little new faces. So you pop out old faces of the dice, and you put in new faces, and you're rolling them to get stuff.
Yes.
So it's very, very adaptive. It's able to adapt to any situation.
Okay.
Any good actor with a little bit of range would be able to adapt to all sorts of situations.
Oh my goodness.
So that's one way to look at it. Another way to look at it is there are freaky fairy creatures in this game and weird crystal things and stuff. So I don't know if that would go very well over in Hollywood.
What is happening?
So if you come in like if a Crystal
This has
Golem
gotten
came in to do a interview, I don't
Fantasy.
know. I don't know.
pursuits?
I don't know if they would get the job.
Okay.
Currently in first place.
This already went off the rails and we've done one game. Oh, man. Flux.
All right. So
No biases based off of your...
So Flux is a little bit crazy, a little bit insane, a little weird.
Sounds like they'd fit in.
There would be certain roles that they would definitely... This is like the Jim Carrey. Flux is Jim Carrey. Crazy, off the wall, slapstick, limited range. Although he's done several, he's extended his range as time gone by.
Yeah, I was gonna say
because he did like the Truman Show and things
I
like that.
actually like his serious ones best.
But yeah, this is the wacko slapstick comedy guy.
Okay.
I think they do fairly well. They kind of be pigeonholed into a certain role, certain type of role.
Okay.
But I think they would succeed quite well. So definitely first place.
Okay. 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 All right.
You ever seen the Poseidon Adventure?
Yes. Yes. Okay. Poseidon Adventure.
You ever seen the Poseidon Adventure?
That was a smashing success, sir.
So we're switching gears here. We're switching from actors to movie types, and the disaster film is extremely popular movie type. You know, we have, like I said, like the world ending, the tidal waves, the destructions, the earthquakes, the all sorts of insane stuff. This would definitely be a great movie. So now switching gears here. So we got actors and movies. So it said make it in Hollywood. It doesn't necessarily have to be people. So disaster films are some of the big summer blockbuster films, and they make tons of money.
Truth.
Or they flop sometimes, but for the most part, they make tons of money.
But if they flop, they end up being like a cult favorite. So
Survive, the disaster film, is just below Jim Carrey.
Ooh. You do like your Jim Carrey. Okay.
Like that.
Okay. Oh gosh, this is gonna be fun to fit on here.
Steve Buscemi.
Oh yeah, Steve Buscemi
is Flux. Oh my goodness. Dwellings of Eldervale.
Yes, I pick all the games no matter what size.
All right. So, here's the thing. For the most part, fantasy movies in Hollywood tend to flop. For the most part.
Okay, I was going to say, watch yourself, sir.
There's certain ones that do really well.
Lord of the Rings.
Lord of the Rings, maybe Harry Potter, handful of other ones. But for the most part, anytime they do like straight on fantasy movies with like dragons and stuff like that in it, flops so hard. Like all the Dungeons and Dragons movies flopped.
Dragonheart?
Dragonheart is a cult favorite, but it flopped.
Yeah, cult favorite though, so it doesn't count.
This is going to be a big budget film that flops, but it's better than Dice Forge. So we're going to put it in third place.
Wow, Dice Forge! I thought you were so versatile and everything, and now I'm not feeling like he sold you very well.
You're not selling me.
You're not a really good agent for Dice Forge.
Well,
I'm just saying.
Mechanisms is not as exciting as theme, right?
Oh well, that's true. That's true. Oh my goodness, that's very cool, Kabuki. All right, so next up.
The Castles of Burgundy. All right, so I'm losing it. Eldervale is taking up all my space here. All right, so Castles of Burgundy. So here, my first thoughts when I saw Castles of Burgundy is I thought medieval films. So you have your medieval films. Another category that is really hit or miss. There's a handful of medieval films that did well, but for the most part, flop. So I think it's people are not relatable to the medieval times. So I'm thinking that this would be another big budget, you know, like knights and castles and all kinds of cool things going on, but no one wants to go see that. People want to see the disaster films. People want to see the action flicks. And Castle Burgundy is not an action flick. This is a very not much going on kind of movie. So we're gonna say below Dice Forge, right here in the last place. Last place.
It's called Alliance. I'm sorry. I'm just thinking. You said night film, and I'm like, Knight's Tale.
Knight's Tale didn't do very well, if I recall correctly.
Another cult classic, then. Hey, you know what? Again, I told you that part doesn't count. If they become a cult classic, that means they're a hit. I don't care what anybody says. All right, fine.
All right,
that way.
Now we got the History Channel. You know what? Let me. I'm gonna go off on a tangent here.
Oh, everyone's surprised.
I'll circle back, but
good.
The History Channel used to be really good.
No, you're right.
It used to have all sorts of really cool documentaries, all this historical stuff that
nonfiction. What
that you didn't know about, and like goes in depth in areas where you're learning new things and stuff. Mm-hmm. Now it's like a reality show, like Ghost Hunters. How is that history?
That's a great question.
I don't know what's going on with the History Channel, but this would be History Channel. This is a good old, what's his name?
Macau?
No, it's I don't know. This dude is traveling, selling spices. How exciting is that?
Well, you know what? Back then, it was pretty darn exciting. I'm just gonna say
this would be a History Channel documentary, is what this would be. Old school, back when they used to do documentaries. Slightly better than the medieval film, but not as good as the versatile actor. That guy that can be in any movie, in any situation,
and is awesome, like Alan Rickman.
Yeah, Alan Rickman. See, this is Dice Forge is Alan Rickman. Can do any role great.
Except you put him down that low. Shame on you, sir. Shame on you. Shame on your cow.
We're gonna. Can you even see?
Dissing Alan Rickman.
See what those are? No, wait. Like, we're gonna go.
That's good. I mean, clearly, if it's the lowest ranked, you don't need to see it.
All right,
clearly.
Last 3, 4, 5, 6.
One more.
One more.
You have one more.
America.
Oh, it's too easy, isn't it? It's too easy.
Oh my gosh! Speaking of disaster films. Ooh, too soon.
Too soon.
Yeah. Yeah.
They're the party animals. This is like Hollywood right here, right?
America. Now. This could be. Now, this is all of America. It could be anything. It could be revolutionary times. It could be a documentary of us through history and all the things that happened. Oh, we're gonna put America. We're gonna put America. Not as good as Jim Carrey. Not as good as the disaster films, although it kind of is.
It is a disaster film.
Maybe the hit or miss fantasy movie. Not as good as that. Not as good as Alan Rickman.
Definitely not.
But better than the History Channel. We're going to put right. America goes right. Oh, can you see?
America is Jeff Foxworthy.
Can you scoot everything?
Yes, I can.
Tighten up
Tighten up
a little bit.
Okay.
Wait.
Team America?
That's what I didn't want to say it. Family friendly, but yeah. That song is running in my head.
Oh gosh.
Where's right here. There we go. We got in first place, we got Jim Carrey, Flux. We got Survive the Disaster Film. We got the hit or miss fantasy film of Dwellings of Eldervale. We got Alan Rickman, Dice Forge. We got America.
Fire.
We got the History Channel Macau, and we got the boring medieval films Castles of Burgundy.
I like that.
All right, that's it. Take them away.
Now I'm gonna have that song stuck in my head too. I blame you. All right. Oh man, the times.
Woo! That was exciting.
That was a good ranking, sir. Oh, it went off the rails, which I fully appreciated and anticipated. So good choice. Who was our pick this night? Corlew. Yes, good pick. That was great.
All right.
You guys are always on it.
And as always, this idea came from
channel, it's a Southern thing.
It's a Southern thing ranking.
They do a bless your rank,
yes,
as they call it.
I loved it so much I had to.
Yeah, it's like we
totally steal it.
It's our little tribute.
All right, let's move on.
All right.
All right. Fully unprepared to figure out to grab our new purchases.
Oh, there's 3, and I'm like, where are they? Dun, dun,
So we got
dun.
3 new games and 1 that came in the mail.
Everyone knows what that one is.
If you read the title to this video, you know what the end is.
I was going to say, if our viewers can read, they know what's coming.
All right, here we go.
I'm just going to load these out here. So.
All right, first off, so I was itching to play me some Merchant of Venus. And so they're doing, in the DFW area, since we're not having conventions, we haven't had conventions in a while, they're doing this virtual flea market thing. So basically, you go out and you sell games, and people say they'll buy them, and then you meet up at like a game store, and they do a big, like, almost like a trader thing, everybody's got their cars and out in a parking lot at a board game store, and they sell and trade and buy and all this stuff.
Hey, mister, you want a board game?
But you can go out and you can make a list. These are the games I want to get, and I put Merchant of Venus.
That's really cool.
And some rather cool dude said, "Hey, I've got Merchant of Venus, and if you want it, you can have it for a song and a dance." So
he danced.
I got a pretty good price. This is the Fantasy Flight version, which I want because it has both the original classic rules and the new Fantasy Flight rules, both in the same box. What's cool about this is way out of print, crazy out of print, but it is the shrink's off, but the game is in shrink, so it's all in shrink wrap. So it's basically brand new.
I'm stoked. That's
other than the box being dinged up a little bit
Who cares?
for shelfware, but
who cares?
Wanting to play this, I want to try this with Rebecca. 2 players. We're gonna play if you know anything about Merchant Venus, you can kind of set how much money you have to make to win. So we're gonna do like an introductory, like a 1,000 credit game just to try it out, see if she likes it. If she likes it, then we'll potentially play a bigger game. But I'm excited about Merchant Venus. Anyway, the guy that got it, he basically he bought it once. I think when it was new, maybe back in 2012, I think is when it came out. No. Yeah. Never played it, got rid of it, got the itch to get it again, got this copy, never played it. Poor
it's
guy.
A sign. Poor
I
guy.
almost like, do you want to come play?
Yeah, right? Exactly. It's like, just say
we met at Common Ground Games, which is a great little friendly local game store in Dallas, basically downtown area
if you live
of
around
Dallas.
here, go there. It's very cool. Common Ground.
They've expanded. They're getting bigger. They actually opened up a whole new section. They have a ton of games, more than probably double the games the last time I went there.
That's
so
fantastic.
It's cool. But I had to get something while I was there, and I was walking along. I was looking for something. And I was like, I don't want to get that. Maybe I always try to buy something when I go to a game store just to help out. And I'm like, I was thinking about buying this one game. I'm like, okay, yeah. I was kind of maybe not. And I walked by, and they had a friggin' copy of Meadow, which is basically out of print right now. It's unavailable.
I didn't realize that.
It's not out of print, but they're between print runs, so you can't get it right now.
Okay.
And they had a copy, and I'm like, sold American.
Yeah, I mean, the art alone, I'm like, so pretty.
Rebecca's, I know Rebecca's going to love this. This is a lot like maybe a beefier version of Sunset Over Water. You're collecting cards and doing sets and getting symbols and all sorts of stuff, tableau building type thing. Probably slightly above family weight, but still a pretty light game. Beautiful art. Apparently every single card has a different picture on it. There's no duplicates in the. There's like 100-something cards. I have no idea how many cards. Does it say on here how many cards? 184 cards, and every single one has a different set of art on it. So
another one of those. It's kind of like Sunset Over Water. It's like I'm going to be staring at the cards and cannot wait. I love it, love it, love it.
Yeah, I was just shocked that there was copies available. Just sitting out. And I was like, holy good goodness, I grabbed it. All right, so there's that.
Yep.
And then I got story time with the next game.
Uh-oh.
So
story time.
I've lived in the DFW area my entire life, and that's a long life that I've lived. Except for one summer I lived in New Mexico, and college. I went to college in Austin. Other than that, I've lived in the DFW area my entire life. I've never been to the Bishop Arts District in Dallas. I didn't even know this place existed, but it does. And apparently it's a really cool little kind of downtown feeling, like historical kind of area with all kinds of restaurants and shops and all sorts of good stuff. And I forgot to look up the name. Can you grab my phone or your phone so I can look up the name of the stop? So there's this.
All right.
So the guy I was meeting at Common Ground wanted to meet at this other place, which we're about to look up. It's in the, like I said, the Bishop Arts District in Dallas. And he decided not to do it because the parking there is horrible. But I was able to find parking. I don't mind walking, so I parked like a quarter mile away from the store and walked. But it's a little hole in the wall, tiny little board game shop that's down in this arts district, and it has kind of a mixture of mainstream games and gamer games. And,
the Gaming Goat.
Yeah, that's the name of it, the Gaming Goat. And
the Gaming Goat.
It's a tiny little shop. I mean, it's our game room is probably bigger than the shop. It's like I said, it's a little. Have you ever been to like a historical districts downtown of historical districts? They have all these little tiny little shops, one after the other, going down the street, and then there's restaurants and all sorts of other stuff. So it's kind of a spend a day, go here and go shopping and eat and do stuff like that. But I didn't know about it, but I had to try it out. I had to go look because I didn't even know this game store existed. Funny. And I went in there, and they didn't have a lot of games. Like I said, it was about half mainstream games, half gamer games. The selection wasn't huge. They probably didn't have maybe 100 different games total, or maybe not even that many different games. But I wanted to get something. I had to get something. So Cooper Island, I've been kind of waffling, like, do I want it? Do I not want it? Do I not want it? And that was the best choice among the ones that was there. So I like I said, I always try to buy something when I go to visit game stores. So that's the one I got. So I finally made the plunge. I mean, it is looks pretty cool. It's Capstone Games. So I usually like their neat. Games.
It looks really neat.
So I'm looking forward to trying it out. But it's funny. A little bit of story time. I want to try to put this in the best light possible. But the stores, like I said, they're like one after the other, and I guess the trendy thing to do is you just start at one end of the street and you just hit every store.
If you're just shopping around,
just hit every single store.
Yeah.
And so there was a lot of people that were not remotely gamers at all that come into the store, and they had like culture shock. Like they didn't even know they didn't even know what was going on. They were overwhelmed. Like.
It's easy to do. Think about it.
Like, I know Monopoly, I know Scrabble, I know what are all these other games?
Yeah.
And I heard there's I would like to sit in the corner and just listen to the discussions that these people were having. Like one person came in and said, "Oh, my son was looking for a game. You might have it. It has meeples." And that's all she knew about the game is that it had meeples.
Like, oh boy, you're gonna have fun trying to narrow that down. But it sounds like he knew.
And the owner was
so.
amazing. He was definitely super helpful, super patient, super polite with everyone that came in. He steered several non-gamers to kind of in between welcoming games. Like he gave a bunch of college guys came in and he sold them Wavelength. He explained how Wavelength worked, and they thought it was a great idea, so they got that. And another person came in and was like played Catan and a couple other kind of hobby games, and so he steered them to one that was similar to those. He did a great job, and I was going everywhere looking for a game, so I was in there for probably 30 minutes or so.
Because you always do that. You always wander around.
And I finally decided on this. But anyway, so if you're in the Dallas area, downtown area, both those stores are probably within 15 minutes of each other.
Oh, that's cool.
So you can hit them both. They're very similar areas.
Yeah, I haven't been to the one, but Common Ground is just stinking awesome. And I'm glad to hear that they have expanded, and I hope they keep expanding, honestly, because I mean,
the Common Ground is getting big. It is a big game store now. So anyway, and one thing about Common Ground is they do a lot of they back Kickstarters and then sell them. A lot of the Kickstarters have retail pledges, and they do a lot of those. So you can go in there and find Kickstarter sets of games rather than the retail version.
Which is crazy awesome. I mean, what a surprise to walk into a store like that and be like,
yeah, they're really expanding. It was really busy when I was there. It was a Sunday afternoon, and it was pretty busy. So there you go. There are all the new purchases other than
the big one.
Other than
the one you're all waiting for.
The one where everyone is waiting for. So I got lucky, and I thought that I was going to wait months and months and months to get my Ankh pledge, but I a notification this morning, and it was, I mean, I got a notification yesterday morning, and it was delivered yesterday afternoon. So I got the notification the same day it was delivered.
Do I get to roll this out?
So we're going to switch gears. We're going to switch the view to overhead, so that you can look down on the stuff. So we're going to switch. Hopefully, if you had, I don't know what we're at. I don't know what the time is. If you had this time, you may win the poll.
Oh my gosh, for the crashes?
If it crashes when I switch.
Don't
Here we go.
Don't encourage this.
Here we go.
Okay.
All right. Let's move junk out of the way.
All right.
So here is the playmat, which came in like 3 weeks ago, or however long ago.
Upside down for you guys?
No, they're normal.
They're with us?
They're
Okay.
normal direction, I think.
Oh, guys, look at this.
All right, so
It's so pretty.
This is the playmat.
It feels really nice. It's like
It's definitely
solid.
It's like
they stitched the edges so it's like super solid.
This is probably one of the best playmats I own of all the playmats. It's really nice.
Yes.
Like I said, the
Edge,
edges are stitched.
stitching. Look
It
at
doesn't
that.
have that rubbery feel that a lot of the playmats have. This one, playmat's double-sided.
What? I didn't even notice that.
The Ankh is scenario based, so there is different boards used for different scenarios apparently. So the playmat includes all the different boards that you're going to use, because this board here and these are different from the other side. So I don't know if those are expansions or what, but each side is slightly different than each other. So
Nick, you're asking about what do we think about the highly controversial merge mechanism?
well, if you play 2-player, you never have to worry about that.
Yes, but on my part, and now I haven't played it yet, obviously, but I was going to say, thematically speaking, and you guys know I like my themes, it fits in with the theme quite well. Most of these polytheistic societies were very much all about merging deities and stuff, especially over time. So it kind of fits with all of this. If they weren't getting popular, I know the Romans in particular, especially if they took over an area, they're like, we have this farm deity. You know what? Your deity looks cool too. We're going to merge them together. And so now we have this one really cool deity that we share and all this. So I like the idea. I know it's going to be strange and different, but it's something new, and I'm kind of looking forward to trying it.
I want to try it, and if it completely flops, then I'm probably going to do like a lot of people and try it without it.
Yeah, and just see how it goes,
and then
right?
see how it goes, right?
But I'm stoked. I'm all about the whole thematic. Give it a whirl. I like that he's trying something new and isn't afraid to risk, the popularity thing.
Let's move on to the base game. I don't think I'm going to open all the expansions.
Why not? I'm just kidding.
Because we'll be here all night.
But
I am going to open the base game. So this is the Ankh base game. It is a same size as the Rising Sun box. It's a thicker.
It is ginormous.
It's a thicker, maybe 1.5 a Ticket to Ride thickness.
Is that thick with 2 C's?
It's the same size as Rising Sun, slightly bigger than the Blood Rage box.
Yes. They're very close though.
All right, let's open her up, see what's inside. All right.
So excited.
All right, here we go.
Okay.
All right.
Oh, look at that pretty Ankh goodness.
All right, here we go. Let's open her up. I don't know what to expect, so let's see what happens.
I don't know what to expect either. All I know is I have a ginormous box of more boxes next to me.
All right, here we go.
Holy goodness. Okay. Oh, you can just put this here.
We got...
I don't care about that crap. Get to the good stuff.
We got a free content. Don't get rid of that.
Well.
All right, we got a rule book. Got a rule book. Let's see how many pages. Let's see, 32-page rule book.
That's not too shabby.
But it has lots of pictures.
Lots of pictures.
Very descriptive. It reminds me a lot of the Rising Sun and Blood Rage rulebook in the fact that it's very descriptive. Gives you lots of examples of how things work.
Yes.
So, looks good.
Good.
Then this is a scenario-based game, although it's not a campaign. You basically it tells you how to set up the game. So you can set up the game many different ways. You play the game very similar. Each scenario may have a different rule or different way of doing things. Mostly it's set up though. So it just gives you map setups based on the number of players. So it's all these different scenarios. You just pick one and play it. It's not like a campaign. You do scenario 1, scenario 2, scenario 3. It's just how you set it up to play to give it some different replayability. There you
go. Zeros, I like your plan. They all merge into Aten, and then the priest class assassinates the pharaoh.
All right, we got we got all this stuff.
That's how it should roll.
I don't know if I'm going to open this because I believe
Punch it.
I believe I have upgrades for all this stuff. So I don't know if I'm going to punch it, but it's mostly just the board and some tokens.
We have the
some
map,
tokens
so.
here. It looks like the sideboard. This is the sideboard that's over here. The sideboard's for this.
Oh, yep. And this is clearly what's over here.
And this is what's over here.
Okay.
And then there's some tokens here, but I think I have upgrades for all of these.
Okay.
But I'm not certain. So I'm not going to punch it unless I have to. All right.
Is that filler? Filler space?
This is miniatures.
Oh, good grief.
All right. So we'll put this aside for now. This is a box. This is the
We're
miniatures.
Still in one box. Good grief.
Pop it open. Here we go. This is probably all the base game miniatures.
Oh, and they're colored by their factions just like Blood Rage.
All right. So
okay. I don't even know where to put all these boxes.
All right. So there's the miniatures. Look, these are super detailed. Let's see if I can.
Put one on the screen. Put one on the screen.
See if I can show you what they look like.
Oh, that's cool.
So the miniatures these are small little miniatures, but they're not just throwaway generic miniatures. They're incredibly super detailed miniatures.
Holy goodness.
They're very detailed. Let's throw another one on here. See if you guys. I don't know if you guys can see that. Maybe if I move the thing.
Well, this guy's got to be Anubis. Look at that.
So yeah, the miniatures are really super detailed. Wow. Even the little small miniatures.
All right, someone talented paint these.
So this is different deities.
Show us your pictures of painting.
Different deities. Oops.
Nick, do not enable Tommy.
Different deities have different colors. I assume looks like there's 5 in the base game. 5. It plays up to 5 players. That makes sense. And then you got the actual.
Whoa!
So this is the deity, the 5 different gods across the top. And these are monsters. They're similar to I think they're called something else. Guardians. These big giant dudes. See if you can put it on the. I don't know if it'll even fit on my screen.
Giant dude, yes.
So there's these big giant. These are the Guardians. So you play with a set. You play with three each game. And I'm not sure what these little guys are. I don't know what these little guys are. But these are the different deities. See if I don't even know if this guy will fit. We'll try to fit him on the little screen.
Looks like he's wading through water.
So that's what Ra is the one that looks like a puppy.
Isn't that Anubis? I'm really bad. I get them all mixed up sometimes.
I'm horrible with Egyptian mythology.
It's been a while. I don't focus on them as much.
These things are.
Oh my goodness!
I don't know if you guys can see the scale.
This is so ridiculous. Yeah, you can see. You guys, these are so
like,
crazy detailed.
Like,
I am.
What? 5?
Yeah, the jackal head. Yeah, thank you, Kabuki. I always forget.
Yeah, this is like maybe 4.5, 5 inches tall, something like that.
He is the fun god. He is the sun god. Ra.
Yeah.
What?
Oh, that's Ra.
No. Well,
he's
no,
the bird.
That's Horus. That's Horus.
Horus is the little.
Yeah.
Anyway,
you guys, those are ridiculous.
Miniatures. The detail on these are insane.
We better use all the minis. All the minis.
I wonder why there's 2 of each guardian.
So that they can beat you up.
It's weird that there's 2 of each guardian. I don't know.
I don't know how to play the game. Clearly, you can use 2 at some point.
I don't know. There you go. That's the miniatures. Miniatures.
Oh my goodness.
What are these little guys? These are
minions.
Little camels. So basically, these little camel guys. I watched a playthrough of this, I think.
Okay,
and basically, what the camel guys do is when you start out with a map, and you normally, I guess in 2-player you use less region, but normally there's 3 big giant regions on the board that you're playing in. The camels, if one of the events that happen, you can put little camel guys and subdivide a region off, and now it has multiple. At the end of the game, you're going to end up with more than just the 3 regions. You have more and more regions. So if I'm really powerful in one section of a region, I could put camels and break it off, and now this is my own region down here that I have lots of guys in.
That's so cool. Okay, so I did see there's Isis, which I do know a little bit more about Isis because the Romans definitely incorporated her into their worship system because they did.
Oh, are we trying to do all the different?
Yeah.
Grab the rulebook. I'll have it in the rulebook.
Well, I was looking at this. This has all the god stuff right here, but I have no fingernails. I have no fingernails.
I can't. I don't either.
Oh, well, you're better at that than me. Let me look at the book. Yeah, it'll tell us. I'm looking to see who we have because you're right. Dibs on the kitty goddess. I love you guys. You guys are so funny. Oh, this is scenarios.
Not working.
That's okay. I'll look. We have. That's not helpful. We do okay. So Osiris, Amun, Anubis, Isis, Ra. We have an Androsphinx. We have mummies, Satet, giant scorpions, Apep. Apep's the gator-looking dudes, the muscular gators. We have camels, cat mummies, and Satet. I think was the other. So yeah,
Raw.
I do like Bastet as well. I'm a fan.
There
But that's really interesting. They're so neat
And then
looking.
down at the very bottom, let's move this off to the side.
So pretty.
There's just some miscellaneous stuff.
Anaxunamon. Sorry, I like The Mummy. That's such a great movie. What am I doing with this? Putting it back in?
Put it away. Like somewhere else.
There is not much space to put all this insanity. I'm just going to tell you right now.
All right.
We've opened one box, people.
All right.
One box. We're not even done.
In the bottom, we
One
got, it looks like we have your superpowers of your guy.
Uh-huh.
We got the different Guardians, cards for all the Guardians. And then we got your combat cards, your combat cards. So it's card driven combat, deterministic combat, however you want to say it. It's not dice rolling or anything like that. It's add up all your power of all your guys, play a card, and then the high number wins kind of thing. So
right.
Combat's really quick.
Yep. I'm a fan.
All right. Anything else?
Anything else? Yeah, there's a ton of stuff over here.
That you want to, I mean, specifically that you guys want to know about the base game.
Oh, anything you guys want to know about the base game? Hold up. Give me a sec. Oh. Let's dump the minis on the floor. We'll learn the minis by guessing where they go.
And then we're going to go through all the extra content. I'm not going to open it, but we can go through it.
What? Open all the things. Open all the things. Start chanting now. Maybe he'll do it, guys.
Yeah, I mean, if you guys really want me to open everything, I will, but we'll be here a while.
Nah.
There's a ton.
Nah, we speed run it. Bastet is not in here. Bastet is not one of them, alas, which makes me sad because I'm with you guys. I really like the kitty.
Right.
The kitty.
Move this.
No kitty.
Move this away.
No kitties.
All right, let's move on. Just grab something. We'll go through it.
Yoink.
Because we got everything. We did all in. We got everything.
Because you're
all
insane.
Right,
okay.
So this is Gods of Egypt Pantheon. I assume you're going to get more deities in this one.
Pantheon extras. I got to see what this means.
Looks like you get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 more deities.
There's little kitties. We get little. There's kitties after all, guys. It's just not Bastet. Kitties. Sorry, I'm looking at the extras. And there's little.
All right, I'll open it.
Raw tokens.
Oh, we froze. No, we froze.
No.
We froze.
No.
All right,
okay.
go unplug
do the thing.
The overhead camera. Does this count as a freeze up? Because our main camera didn't freeze.
Oh, what?
Does that count as a freeze up?
I don't know. I just work here. Okay, so which one am I unplugging?
This one. This wire right here.
Oh, okay, that's easy. I got this.
Here, I'll put us back on us. All right.
Whee!
You unplugged the wrong one.
I did?
Yes.
That's the one you told me.
You just froze us.
What?
We'll be back.
But that's...
All right. Okay. We're officially back. Sorry about that.
There you go.
I knew the overhead would freeze at some point. So you get to it, check off a technical difficulty. All right. So let's switch back to the other camera. Hopefully it's reset. Hopefully.
Kitties.
All right.
I'm excited.
So Gods of Egypt. I didn't say I was going to open them, but I'm going to.
Ha! I knew I would correct you.
So this is, someone was asking where is X God and Y God and this other God?
Yeah.
They're in this box, I bet you.
Oh, in Pantheon. Yeah.
This is Pantheon. This is extra gods, I assume, that you can play with.
Okay. This is the one where you guys fight over the kitty. I know. I saw you guys in the chat.
We got more punchy punch bits. We got the different gods.
Ooh, you guys. Okay, hold up. Excuse me. Pardon me. I gotta.
What are you doing?
I gotta look at these. We need. Okay, I guess it's all coming out.
Can you give me the rule book?
Yes.
All right, so the new gods in Pantheon that we get are Bastet.
Yes, Bastet. Yeah, see you guys.
Hawthor.
Yeah.
Hawthor. Toth. Horus. And Set.
Yes. Oh, it's taped. That's why I was struggling. Okay. All right, that works.
He's just destroying stuff over here.
Oh,
you're off
my goodness.
camera. You.
I am?
Yes.
Oh, I'm sorry. You guys got to see these. Look at this. Look at this. Is that not just wow?
That is, I don't know who that is.
What do you mean you don't know who that is? It's the dude on the front.
He doesn't have a picture for him.
Well, what are the names again?
Hathor.
I think that's Hathor.
No, Horus. It's Horus.
Oh, it's Horus. Oh, yeah, duh. It's got
Horus.
the face of the bird.
That's Horus.
Horus is the coolest. Okay, who do we have here?
So
Looks
this is literally just more
my
gods.
gosh,
It
you
looks like
guys.
it doesn't have any. It doesn't look like it has
This
anything
is a
else.
screaming monkey. Looks like a screaming monkey.
Yeah, this is just more gods. There's nothing else in this set.
Goodness,
other
you
than
guys. Oh, and here's our kitty with some kitty companion. You need to put this on the green screen. Is it still active?
Hopefully.
Everyone's talking about Bastet. You got to show it off. Guys, look at that.
Let me move some of this stuff out of the way.
Oh my goodness.
It's kind of dark, but
it's okay.
because it's really tall. It's going above. It's going above my light. It's above my light source.
That's insane. The details on that are so cool, you guys. Oh my gosh.
Could show it this way. No, it doesn't.
Nah, it's not close enough. Oh my gosh. And then the little minion
it's,
people.
It looks like they got a little lion and a cougar of some kind, maybe a puma. It's purple, so I can't tell you which. And it's a crazy cat with looks like a bow and arrow and a big sword.
I just love this giant cobra with this dude. Oh my gosh, man.
Yeah, it's set.
This is nuts.
So that's all that set is just 5 more deities to play with, and that's each one has
It's gotta be.
Everyone's pretty much has similar Ankh powers, but they're special. Each one has a special power that's unique to them. So, and it's one of those that's super powerful, kind of game changing superpower that each.
Just like he seems to do a lot of. Oh, you guys, this is so nifty. Oh, hold on. Kitty's not laying down well. Behave, kitty. You're the last one I want to get damaged.
I think it's upside down. There you go.
No damaging the Bastet.
All right, so that's 10. So if you get the Pantheon, you're going to get 10 different deities to play with.
I'm going to put the extras in here so they don't get lost.
What are the tiny little kitties? I don't even know what that is.
They're kitty followers. They're just...
Pantheon extras.
I told you what they were.
I don't know.
They're kitties.
I guess they're...
Everybody needs to have a kitty cat.
I wonder if
they probably give you
has some kind of
superpowers.
superpower that has...
That or just kitty cats are really cool, and if you have a kitty cat, you get like extra bonuses of coolness. Because Egyptians were cool like that. Okay. Oh, here's another. I'll open this little box while you open this box. Ooh, this says Guardian set. Ridiculous.
All right, so the
where are we gonna put all?
Like I said, like I said, you play with 3 different guardians each game, and if you basically get control of these, and you can recruit them like it's kind of like if you played Blood Rage, it's the like the monsters in Blood Rage. Basically, you get, only one person will have access to these 3 guardians. The game comes with 3 different guardians, but there's 2 different types for each one, and I assume this one's going to give you more guardians to play with.
Look at the sphinxes.
More extras.
Look at the sphinxes. Yeah, these are cool. Yeah, this says Pharaoh extras. Sphinxes.
We haven't got to the Pharaoh box yet.
Yeah, this is good.
All right.
This is...
Sorry, I bumped my mic. My bad.
Oh, man. Here we go.
All right, so more guardians. Let's see what we got.
Okay. Guardians of the Galaxy.
So, I don't know if you guys can see that. We get big, giant, alligator-looking... It looks like an alligator-lion combo thing.
Crocodiles. Come on, man.
Crocodile, my bad. Some winged guys, some cat-looking monsters.
Yes. This is making me want to brush up on my mythology a little better.
Mafdet. It's like a cat person. We got the Amit, which is a...
He's a croc.
It's a croc with but it looks like he's got some kind of elephant or lion.
Maybe hippo.
Or something.
Might be hippo something,
body. And then we got a little dog looking thing with snakes coming off of him.
Cool.
And then a big bird looking guy. and then a lion.
Pazuzu?
dude.
I love that name.
I assume these are
Shesmu.
real mythological
Probably, unless he
creatures.
did like I'll have to look and see. Remember there was one person in, was it Rising Sun that wasn't real or something?
So it looks like it gives you what 1, 2, 3, 5 new guardians. So now you're up to what 8 different guardians?
Goodness, I don't even know.
that you
It's
can
a
choose from?
lot. Okay, here's your next one. Divine Offerings.
Ooh, this is the upgraded bits. Remember I said I had upgraded bits. I didn't want to punch the stuff. We have a board. That's the other side of the board. Remember it's double-sided.
Okay.
Those are what you use if you don't have the play mat.
Oh, okay. There we go. Chamber of Law, the War Room.
Yeah.
Okay, so you have a physical cardboard of
That's another thing I don't need to open.
Yep. Hooray.
All right, so this is the upgraded bits. Remember I said I didn't want to punch my bits because I have upgraded bits for everything. So
This mat is the bomb.
This thing is heavy for a little box.
It does feel heavy.
So it's got upgraded tokens instead of cardboard tokens. It looks like you have heavy plastic tokens. They remind me a lot of the Rising Sun upgraded bits. So it's like a hard plastic tokens for all the different gods. Basically, these are your little control markers that you have for each of the gods.
Nice.
And then the heavy part is...
Oh, goodness.
So we got thicker, these are the different...
the god powers.
Different god powers. Normally it's a thin...
That was the ones we had the cards over there. Yeah.
Thin play mats. This is heavier. This is heavier cardboard mats for all the different gods.
Okay, that's pretty sweet.
And all the play mats.
They're in there. No wonder that was so heavy.
So instead of the thin paper play mats, this is like thick, super thick, heavy cardboard play mats for all the gods.
And are those punchable things there?
Yeah, that's
so you put the coins and stuff when you get them or whatever.
Yes.
Oh, you guys.
So there you go. This is just upgraded bits for all the gods.
Wow. Okay.
So
that's a small box of awesome.
Yeah, it's a big, thick, heavy cardboard. Reminds me a lot of the Deception boards, the thick boards from Deception.
Yep, Deception Murder.
So these are just upgraded bits.
Nice, really thick ones. All right, next one up. This is the second to last. That's correct, folks. We are not to the last box yet. Crazy.
This is the Pharaoh expansion. This is this is lets you if I remember correct, it adds this is what adds this section on the back, this Pharaoh and political stuff. It's a different way to play the game.
Okay.
It says the Pharaoh expansion adds a new layer to the divine conflict. Players controlling the gods will need to send their priests to earn influence to different offices of the royal palace.
Okay.
So it's just you're playing pharaohs. Basically, you have a leader, so to speak, that adds more depth to the game.
Okay.
Let's see what's in here. So this one changes up how the base game plays.
Okay.
It's not just more different stuff that's already in the base game. This changes up how you play the game.
Okay, so boy, the replayability for this seems incredibly high, just from what I'm seeing here.
So this is the board again that's replaced.
More minis, guys. Is that the Pharaoh? It's gold. They taped this one shut too. Gosh darn it.
Yeah, it looks like that's metal. Does it look just?
I don't know if it's painted a metallic or if it's actually gold, guys. It's solid gold. No, just kidding. That'd be insane.
Stupid.
Although Simon, they're getting all crazy with their minis.
I think this is your priest, and I don't know
Pharaoh. Oh, it's totally. Oh, you broke the gold.
It's plastic.
You're no fun. It's gold.
It's plastic.
It's totally gold.
It's plastic.
Wow, this dude has a very. Okay, you gotta put this on the.
So every single god has looks like three
guys.
different priests that you're going to be using. Where you can see it.
Ridiculous.
3 different priests, and then this guy, I don't know.
Pharaoh.
Whoever's the coolest gets this thing.
Oh, I get this one. Put that on the screen. They gotta see it. They gotta see it. He's cool. He's ridiculous. Look at him. The details.
Yeah, that's the.
Oh my.
I guess it's the Pharaoh. I don't know. Maybe I don't know.
Yes, this is so ridiculous. Okay, so there is one more box of Ankh. One more box. Oh man. Oh, you caught it. Look at you.
All right, let's get this out of here.
Okay.
So this looks like this makes the game slightly more complicated, maybe more depth. I don't know, but it definitely changes up how you play the base game. And then last,
but definitely not least.
Oh, I did the famous Hunter filling in the.
You did.
Fill in the lid. You witnessed it in person.
Dun 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 dun. But that's okay because we'll replace that with something very exciting.
All right, what's the
Tomb of Wonders? Oh, we have more. We've got ta. I love that. I always thought the pata pata. It sounds like something you yell in Skyrim. So
all right, I knew what all the other ones were. I don't even know what this is.
It looks like more deities.
I think it's, I don't know what it is. Let's see.
We saw pata. I love that.
I don't even know what this one is.
It's so bad.
Let's find out. We'll learn together.
So
I knew what all the other stuff was. I don't know what this is.
Okay. A dragon shout. Yeah, Kabuki, you get me. It sounds like pata. Do you remember when you're going in the tombs and the Draugr or whatever they are running around? They shoot and try to throw your weapon.
All right, so a couple more deities, several more deities.
Oh, but Sukos.
All right, it's all
a croc.
All right, so this is several things. This is
oh, this is so cool. Sobek, Lord of Water.
I don't know what all this is. I have no idea
Greatness.
What all this is.
Well, we have guardians.
2 more deities, a ton more guardians.
Look at their wings.
And I don't even know what these small miniatures
are. Who are you? And you're so cool.
Tons more guardians, 2 more deities, crocodile guy and ram.
That's Petsukos. Which is interesting because I know that the dinosaurs like Suchosaurus or whatever, they have that crocodilian family. So that must be where they get the root. So this little guy, you gotta show them off. Show that guy off. That's so cool. Look at his wings. They're so detailed. They're so pretty. So there's Heka, Nechbet, Serket, Unut, Wadjet, Medjed, Bess, Kepri, Pharaoh Mummy.
These guys, miniatures
Bobby,
are off the charts,
Bennu,
man.
Griffin. That's probably the Griffin
off
right there, though.
The chart.
Taweret or Taweret. I'm not good with Egyptian. And then Petsukos. Oh man!
But the one thing I do know that's in this,
man, you guys, this is so. Yes, this is stretch goals.
So the main thing I know that's in this box, because I hadn't seen it yet, is the upgraded monuments and
the pyramids.
The pyramids and the monuments and the temples and stuff. Normally they're
Bookie.
Let me see if I can tilt it where you can see it. Normally they're cardboard tokens, and this gives you 3-dimensional pieces for all that stuff.
You're having offers of please send us your displaced games when you clearly have to get rid of things to make space for this.
And there's all this stuff here is upgrades to the base game is what that is.
So yeah.
Then there's more gods, there's more guardians, there's more of everything.
Cut out stuff. Oh my goodness.
This is probably a lot of the Kickstarter exclusive stuff is in
Christmas
this
has
box.
Come to Hunter.
Pretty much. Luckily, which makes me happy, is Rising Sun rarely gets played, but since this plays 2-player, this one's gonna get played
more.
A lot more.
Man, it's making me want to just do a big, huge marathon of the trilogy. Do a little Blood Rage.
We have to phone a friend for Rising Sun.
That's right.
All right, is that it? There's no
that is it.
There's no coins or goodies in the bottom?
I don't think so. Did I miss some coins or goodies?
I don't know.
Good heavens. I mean, I pulled out a couple small boxes with extra things.
All right, that's it, folks.
It.
That is.
Isn't that enough?
Everything in the world you'd want for Ankh, and we were afraid to ask.
Yeah.
Coraloo's safe because we did have a freeze, so I'm not retiring from streaming. So I said that if we ever make it through a clean stream, that I'll retire. So.
What? Why would you do that to yourself?
I mean, it's just like it won't be us if we don't have something go wrong.
It's true. It would be off-brand.
It was only the overhead camera that killed us, though, and that overhead camera is very old. The power supplies busted up on it.
It's kind of taped into place, so it won't fall out. Because if it falls out,
it's in bad shape. Again. So, but we survived. And
so did you. I hope you enjoyed looking at Ankh. If you don't have it yet, now you know what you're in for. Save the space.
Yeah,
Save your
this
space.
is gonna be a whole calyx and it's half probably of
goody greatness.
I don't think not a lot we're gonna be able to combine together, unfortunately.
Yeah, unless you just get rid of the non-upgraded bits. I know you cringe at doing such things, but I'm just saying.
Oh yeah, I keep all the bits even when I upgrade out of them. So
that's true neutral. That's probably what happened. He dissed Alan Rickman.
I did diss Alan Rickman. He's middle of the pack, so.
Alan Rickman was perfection. He still is.
I mean, on my ranking, not him in real life.
Okay.
I love Alan Rickman. So.
I know you do.
All right.
With a spoon.
So
spoon cousin.
So Kabuki Kid, she asked, how is Empire of the Void? We're halfway through. Right, but we're loving it. I love that game. We got to play Empire of the Void more often.
Oh, yes. Oh, you guys, that game. That is, it's one of those that I always forget. That's my favorite Ryan Lockett game. That's my favorite Ryan Lockett game. Yeah,
it's my favorite Ryan Lockett game.
It's my favorite. As well. I'm like, why do not more people talk about this game? It is the best Ryan Lockett game. So good.
Yeah, it's so good. It's
so good.
Yeah, well, we'll talk about it next show. The next variety show, we'll talk about it. We'll have it played by then. We just didn't get a chance to play it because reasons. We got halfway through it.
We're there. It's waiting for us right here.
Yeah, it's underneath.
Underneath the loop.
Yeah, I can't move. I can't show. Maybe I can.
No.
Maybe I can.
Nope. You're jinxing. Nope. No touchy. No, bad hunter. You're gonna break something. I can just wait. I'm just waiting. Oh my gosh, no. I'm leaving. If it happens, I'm just walking off the stage here.
I want to try. I'm trying to see.
Hold on.
I'm curious. No! I'm trying to lock us up again. You see, it's right there. Look, it's right. Empire of the Void is right there.
You're so.
It's right there.
Ah, you're making me so nervous. Oh my gosh.
Look, you can see it. It's like a spoiler. Look, it's right underneath.
It is.
Right here.
Yeah. Oh my God.
All right, that's it, folks. That is everything for tonight. Next week, 1 week from tonight, we're doing our top 10 first games to replace in our collection.
Oh no,
if our collection disappeared magically.
No, the budget.
What is the first 10 games we will replace? But here's the caveat: we have a budget. We have $500 to spend, and we have to buy them at the current prices. So if it's crazy out of print and mega expensive, that's the price you pay. It's like we're replacing our collection as of...
Doesn't insurance give you the value?
No.
I think this is all lies and
disappeared. It's like magic. It's just poof, gone. Disappeared.
Oh, well then I'm going to poof a genie.
So we got $500, 10 games, $50 a game. New Troll is the one that suggested this. He figured $50 a game, and you can choose... You got to balance, like if you buy crazy, like out of print game, then it's gonna cost you $200. Then you got $300 for your other 9 games.
Joke's on you! I'm getting 40 versions of Flux.
Hey, but what's funny is War of the Ring is pseudo out of print right now, but they had it at Common Ground. I could have bought it, so I can get the retail price for War of the Ring because I saw a copy in the wild.
Lame, filthy Cheeto.
There's a copy of War of the Ring at Common Ground Games, or at least there is.
That's it. I'm getting you back with all the Flux. I'm buying all the Flux, every version.
But you got to think that this is the only 10 games in the whole world you're going to be able to play, so you're going to need to have stuff that's replayable, something that's
highly
easy to get to the table.
So easy to get to the table.
You want some favorites. You want some.
I'm Star Trek Flux is my favorite.
So there you go. So 1 week from tonight, top 10 games to replace our collection on a budget. On a budget.
New Troll, what'd you do to me?
That's a great idea.
It's a really good one.
Because a lot of people
That's gonna take me forever.
A lot of people
to
say,
decide.
"What's the first 10 games you'd buy?" And most people would say, "Well, my 10 favorite games." But we can't say that because
I wouldn't.
Like Fleet Captains is crazy out of print, super expensive.
Yeah.
War of the Ring I thought was out of print and crazy expensive.
Yeah.
Zaya is hard to get too. It's out of print.
Yeah.
It's just you can't just pick your top 10 because I'd run out of money after 4 games. 4 or 5 games.
Oh yes, we'll definitely have to put the prices on the list.
Yes, we'll definitely put the.
Otherwise, it looks like we're cheating.
We're gonna put the prices and where we found the games when we did our list. So it's current as of the time we do our list. I mean, it could they literally could go out of stock the next day, right? So then we have no way of knowing that. So It's as of, when we make our list, what we could buy.
Okay, so within the next week.
Correct. What we could actually buy. So go out to Amazon, local game stores, your online game stores. You can do eBay. You can do Board Game Geek Marketplace. It doesn't have to be new, obviously, because you're not going to find them all new. But so we're going to game where we found it and what price we were paying.
Yeah. So poof, magically our games disappeared. This is the weirdest and strangest scenario ever. But I'm okay. I got this. I got this.
All right.
Me and my $500.
Hey, there's Neutral.
Yeah, no, Neutral's been in. Oh yeah.
He's to blame for this.
Watch
All right.
Neutral.
So that's it for tonight. We'll see you in a week for that top 10.
That's awesome.
Only one freeze up, and it was the crappy overhead camera, so I'm feeling good. We didn't get a single complaint about our sound, which makes me happy. We're getting there, folks. We're getting there.
It's gonna happen.
We're getting there.
Someday.
We'll see you.
Y'all have a wonderful week.
See you next time.
Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, give it a like. Click subscribe to join our wonderful viewer community.
Want to be notified when we upload a new video or go live? Click on the little bell below.